the Tinubu administration. You could have influenced contracts to go to your company, and so it's a bridge. It's a bridge, and this reminds me. I don't know if you remember, Babachir Lawal, the former SGF, when his company or two of his companies were said to have been given contracts worth about over 500 million each or so. The grass cutting contract, remember that, has been doing amazing, phenomenal work. As a matter of fact, yesterday they launched the new website for, or the portal for new passport renewal and passport acquisition. If you want to get a Nigerian passport as a Nigerian, how you could get that online. Minister, minister? Who could have nominated her? If she has powerful people, people say if she has powerful people about, around her or behind her, then she just get a job back. Will the EFCC be able to prosecute her and get us some conviction if she's found liable, she's found guilty? Or would it just be another charade that would end up under the carpet? What would it be? Nigerians are wondering. So, what's going to happen? Do you see her coming back? Do you not? Share those thoughts with us. Let's talk about this. The endemic corruption and how things play out in this country. If Babachir Lawal could have been suspended and he never got back, what do you think would happen in this situation with the minister or the suspended minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation? Don't forget that yesterday, the former minister of that same ministry was said to have been quizzed for about 12 hours by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. This is the same ministry has been suspended. Another late woman in that ministry, Halima Shehu, so has also been under fire for this. And there's those who were trying to somebody says because they were Halima trying to save monies or hide monies away from the minister so that they don't embezzle those monies and all of that. It's just a very, very dirty, not so palatable story. But again, it goes to speak about who we are and how we conduct ourselves as Nigerians. How could it be that less than 6 months into office as a minister, these kinds of scandals have come up against you or around you? What does that say about this? I mean, it's just less than 6 months. What is going to happen if you now spend, or people like this spend 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years in office? Let's not forget that all of these things are not just happening they don't happen in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Seems like that ministry is just one where it's easy to detect rather. It's easy to expose. Even though during the life of the Buhari administration, many people had raised concerns about that ministry, but nothing happened. All right. This is also one that people have commended, one move by the president that people have commended. Say, look, this is not business as usual. It's a move from what used to be in the former APC administration, where people could raise their voices, things could be said, evidences could be in the open and all of that, and nothing's going to happen to the person. At least we're seeing the president make a very swift move to suspend the minister and order an investigation. Now, we're going to wait for the outcome of that investigation. The EFCC has swung into action. By the way, we hear that the EFCC chairman advised the president or suggested that the president suspends the minister so that they can probe. All right, let's see what plays out with this. This is one that's commendable. It's not that people would be accused of high levels of corruption and nothing would happen to them. This is a good step. At least it would also indicate to other people that the president is serious about what he says. What is going to happen? Is this going to also be extended to other ministries? Would we see more people blowing whistles to say, "Look, this and this is happening. Let's probe it," because it's not just happening in ministry. We need to see this go on, and so that Nigerians and those who are appointed to serve Nigerians can actually sit up to their responsibility and not just embezzle monies, especially in these tough times where things are really difficult for even the nation's economy in general. Join the conversation and let's talk 0907668888. That is 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you. Who's joining us?
Yeah. Hello, this is
Oh, Comrade Haruna. Good to have you, Comrade. Welcome.
Yeah, this is my first time calling you
this year. Yes, so welcome. In fact, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me my voice to what is happening about the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Betta. I think the president have done the right thing by suspending her so that investigation can take place properly in that office. There is a voucher I saw how money was disbursed to some officials, a ticket to Kogi, a plane ticket to Kogi State. And it's somehow obvious that Kogi, my state, we don't have airport. And they were not smart. Anyway, I'm not encouraging them to siphon tax their money. But the truth of the matter is they have been doing this and enjoying taking away the taxpayer money goes scot-free. Please, Mr. President, with all due respect, I want you to extend this corruption fighting to other ministries, just like you said. And I want to ask one question. If Mr. President is listening to my voice, I want this fight to not be one-sided. Let it go around. Because in this country, we saw former Minister of Aviation, somebody, Sirika, that came with a fake plane, a Nigerian carrier that did not last for more than a week. At the end of the day, it disappeared. And that man is in this country, no investigation, no EFCC did not summon him, did not even call him for questioning. The president gives EFCC permission to invite him to come and explain to us. You understand, Prince Henry?
I absolutely do.
So that if he can do that, then that shows that his fighting is not one-sided. Because I learned that the former Minister of Aviation came from Katsina State, the state of former president. So it means that he's being covered by the former president. So, sir, let's see how you can go on and find, get the taxpayer money back.
All right.
Let me give other people opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for calling. Well, commending the president for suspending the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. I mean, how is it that we're stealing monies that should be going, or the accusations of looting or plundering of wealth or monies that should be going to the poor, the vulnerable? Okay, some people have said that ministry is created especially just to be able to move monies, because at the end of the day, no one is really accounting for the monies that go out. And also good stuff is the president has extended the probe to the entire 2 trillion naira allocated for the vulnerable. Let's investigate it. Let's know what's going on there, because it's not that memo where, you're flying 200K to Kogi State, airport taxi 20,000 naira, in a place where, even the governor comes to Abuja to fly, gets to Abuja to fly, all right? and I understand there's an airstrip, or maybe there used to be an airstrip there, but not really an airport where, you know, these things happen. You know, you can just land at any time and take off at any time. Okay, so why do we continue to this? This is the thing. We need a total change of orientation, because in a ministry that is, and do we even need a ministry for humanitarian affairs to start with? Do we really need a ministry for humanitarian affairs? Can we're saying all the, I mean, things done even without a ministry, okay? But again, even though we need a ministry, then it should be properly supervised. By the way, the president in his wisdom created a coordinating ministry. The Ministry of Health should probably play an oversighting role or supervisory role over the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. But can he really do that if there's a substantive minister there who runs the affairs on a day-to-day on a day-to-day basis? There is just a lot that needs to be done, and I would really commend the president, especially because there are other presidents that may have heard these things and would just allow them go. After all, we've given you the job. If you don't do it, it's your business, you know. But the president was quick enough to say, look, let's suspend this person. Let's investigate. If she's found innocent, then maybe she can have a job back. But if not, then she probably has to go. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Yanasho.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Washington.
Mr. Washington, I'm glad you're here.
Yes, I agree with you. So I commend Mr. President for suspending the Minister of Humanitarian for ongoing investigation. You know, and Mr. Yanasho. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm with you.
Okay. You know, this is the country we find ourselves, the country Nigeria. A country whereby the immunity covers you while you are in the office. Immunity covers you while you are not in the office. This is a country where you know a president and you've been invited by the EFCC and you are free. This is a country where you come to the office, you are not even up to 1 year, you are counting billions of naira. This is a country, in fact, may God help us in this country.
Amen.
EFCC, what I want to tell EFCC is not about being someone. It's not about telling us how much is being missing. What